Yo, what's up, peeps, man? It's your boy King. So, we got the blog a couple of days ago, the gameplay blog, from I don't know who put this up. Might have been Mike Wang, or yeah, it's Mike Wang. So, one of the things that really stood out to me was this new motion engine right here, right? So, motion engine upgrade. Proper foot planting is a core foundation of basketball, and replicating that properly is vital to balancing the interplay between offense and defense. Without realistic movement, everything else falls apart. So what have me and Gideon been saying over the past years with this game is you have to have foot planting involved in the game. You need realistic foot planting. If you don't have that, you don't have the game of basketball. Realistic foot planting, realistic momentum. You need these things to replicate the game of basketball. Now, we don't know how true this is, right? This is a blog. There's no gameplay attached to it. But if this is true, then we're in for a treat. So, a lot of the stuff here is, and I've already read this, so, I'm just on the article for a backdrop, but there's going to be different styles of motion for players, man, like meaning, you know what I mean, basically smaller guards are gonna be faster. Smaller guards are gonna have a different motion style than lumbering bigs. And this should create more mismatches on the perimeter. This should create more of a separator between a lumbering big trying to guard a small, because in reality, even if the small can't necessarily get past the big, because the big will have to fall back, right? So what's gonna happen is the big is gonna give you space anyway, because he doesn't want to get dropped. A big knows way. He's gonna try to stay far back as he can while using his length to contest the shot. So if we could see that in the game, that would be beautiful. I want to see all of this. In NBA 2K19, everybody played tight. Nobody sagged off of anybody. Nobody gave space, and that's because the defensive system in the game was just completely broken. It was as if the AI knew that it didn't have to abide by the rules of basketball. You got a guy like Westbrook. You got a guy like Donovan Mitchell. And you just got any old guard or guy or even big playing them as tight as they can. And you can't beat them because animations are overriding and dictating what's happening on the court. That sucks, and it really comes down to this motion system. They didn't have this before. Now we have to watch and see this stuff play out, right? So he did this stuff like the handles and stuff like this. Who cares? This is I'm pretty sure it'll be good, but this was the biggest thing here was the motion engine. This kind of stuff right here will, if this is done right, this game has no choice but to be the best basketball game that we've played up to date. It just has no choice. But there's a big if here. You know how 2K's been in the past, but I do have faith in Scott OG and Mike Wang. The Czar did a hangout the other day, and just basically talked about some stuff, talk about some stuff that was basically already written in his blog, but he was pretty much confirming it. But yes, it looks like they finally upgraded this motion system like they should have. So we're in for the treat. I didn't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to touch this. I just didn't want to touch on this. I just wanted to touch on this real quick, man, and because this is big, man, and I'm gonna talk about it over some gameplay. But I just wanted to get out here. If you hadn't read the blog, man, go check out the blog, man. There's some nice gems in there, but I just want to touch on this motion system, man, because if this is in the game, this is absolutely beautiful. Finally gonna get speed. That, like Czar said, speed was fixed in that hangout that he said about, he put up about this blog. Said speed was fixed, pretty much, and I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because I have not played the game. We got a demo coming. Let's hope we have. And then on top of that, let's hope that they don't patch this shit to hell. So anyway, peace out, peeps, man. It's been your boy King. Later.